Hey guys, and welcome to another energy update. In today's video, we're going to be talking all about the upcoming new moon. We are having the new moon in the sign of Leo, and the new moon will be happening on August 16th. So in this video, we're going to be talking about 5 key themes that you need to know about during this new moon cycle. And make sure to stay tuned till the end because we will be doing a pick a card moon message. So the first thing that we want to talk about with this new moon is the first theme that was coming up is courage and bravery are coming forward. A lot of strength. We're in Leo season and we're just getting out of the Lion's Gate portal as it closed on the 12th. And so it's activating a lot of our lion and lioness energy, and we're able to make difficult decisions. We're able to face things we weren't in the past maybe ready for. We're able to tap into this fearlessness energy and know I can do this, feeling stronger, feeling braver, feeling more courageous than ever before, because you are stronger than you even realize. So something that may have seemed daunting in the past, something that was overwhelming, you now are going to be able to tackle with a smile on your face. You may be just knocking a bunch of stuff off your to-do list. You may be really busy getting things done, but you feel strong. You are confident. You are magnetic during this time. So the second theme to talk about today, this is a time of release and let go. Releasing and letting go of what no longer serves you. A huge energetic purge. So much of a purge that it's almost like a rebirth. You may even at this time be feeling you need to declutter your home. It may not even be a person. It could be a thing, an object. You may be going through your closet and realize this no longer serves me. I haven't worn this in a year, 2 years, 5 years. But everything is energy. So whether it is you're releasing and letting go of a behavioral pattern, a toxic person, or part of your wardrobe, everything is energy. And that old energy can block the new. And on this unconscious level, you're ready to purge what is no longer serving you. There might have been a lot of heavy emotions that could have been coming up over the past 6 to 8 weeks. And as the energy has been settling down, you are now strong enough to, because you were strong enough to face them and go through them, you are cleansing to the other side. And so with this release and let go is a rebirth energy where you're magnetic and confident, like I was talking about. And so it's a time that you're like, wow, this is taking too much of my time. I need to stop doing this. Every time I'm with this person, we argue. I can't have that same fight anymore. Oh my God, I've got all this stuff in my house. I want to Goodwill, donate, have a garage sale, like whatever it is. Wherever you're cleansing, there's this whole letting go of energy, letting go of energetic things that have been blocking you that are happening around this time. Again, that can come in as a person, a place, a thing, an experience, a moment, an object. There's so many different things because it will be a little bit different for each of you, but it's a release and let go of energies, okay? So the third theme I want to talk about this time is what chakra is affected. And this is the solar plexus, which is beautiful because the solar plexus relates with Leo, it relates with the lion, and it's a masculine energy. It gives us the motivation, the confidence and the willpower and the determination and the drive and the worthiness. And so it's like solar plexus activations because it's blossoming to open. It's not just like a pop open, it's like blossoming to open because what's happening is as we're getting out of this Lion's Gate portal, it's setting stuff up for the next 6 to 9 months. So sometimes with chakras, like in the moons and ascension energies, something might just pop open or something might just all of a sudden balance. What it's doing with the solar plexus this time, it's blossoming like a flower, like it wants to like slowly open because it's stepping us in to our personal power over the next 6 to 9 months. So what's happening with this new moon is first we're going through solar plexus activations. So it's interesting because as I was talking about, we were getting out of all those heavy emotions. A lot of that stuff could have been buried deep in the sacral chakra. So we had to go through that to kind of go up the chakra system. This is kind of collectively what's going on with a bunch of the ascension energies. So, and when we align with astrology too, it ends up being this beautiful synergy of messages and things just come together. So the solar plexus chakra is being activated, like I said, so we can step in our own personal power. And crystals that you could use to work with the solar plexus are tiger's eye. You could use citrine, you could use pyrite, you could use yellow aventurine, you could use copper. Those are just a few. Any yellow crystals, yellow turquoise, anything you have, those would be some good crystals to work with the solar plexus. But the solar plexus wants to open to help us with the momentum over the next 6 to 9 months. So even some digestion issues may be going on. It's trying to balance itself out, and sometimes it stirs up a little bit in the muck before it, because it's got to purge it out. So if all of a sudden you're like, oh, I'm getting nauseous, or just like stomach issues or whatever, it's trying to purge stuff out, because it does relate a lot with the gut as well, because it's trying to, your body is trying to cleanse itself as it works with this moon and the ascension energies, because it wants to get in a healthy state of balance. So if it gets worse before it gets better, and it doesn't feel like long-term or totally heavy, it could just be a day or two of stuff, that's actually a good sign, because then you know your digestion is going to completely stabilize. And a lot of people won't go through that. A lot of people, it's just like, oh, their digestion, their digestive tract and stuff may just stabilize and balance, and their floor and their gut all of a sudden just might be in a really good place. So just some things that was coming up, and take what resonates with that, because that's obviously not for everyone, but just some messages I was getting that are going in with the chakras, because the chakras do relate with our organs as well. So that was something important to talk about. And then the fourth theme I want to talk about is you will be silenced no more. Now, what do I mean by that? It's almost like you're coming out of the shadows. So whatever you were hiding from, whatever you were running from, whatever you were afraid to speak on, whatever you were afraid to communicate, it's like, no, when we step in that fearless energy, and we have the Leo energy coming out of the Lionsgate portal, and we have the solar plexus activations, we're all strong in courage and bravery. It's like, I've been wanting to say this for so long, I'm not going to bite my tongue anymore. Speaking the truth, right? Open and clear communication is happening at this time, but it's something that you've been either afraid to say, or holding off to say, or worrying about judgment, because it feels like, that's when I say coming out of the shadows, as I see it in my mind's eye, we're in this almost darker place of, and it could be in the head of stories we tell ourselves, or just whatever it is, but it's like I see a shadow and then the rainbow coming over, and I'm like, no, here's what I really want to say, right? And so this beautiful imagery is just aligning me to see that it's something we have been wanting to tell someone for a long time. That could be a truth to ourselves. It could be something with your family, your partner. It's whoever that person is. You're like, no, I need to say this. This is important. This is my value. This is my boundary. This is my belief. Like, here's what I really feel. Here's my opinion. Like, whatever's going on, it's something you've been wanting to say or do for a while, and so now you're just like, no more. Like, my throat, it's interesting, it's almost like the throat chakra is cleared, so you're able to like speak your truth, right? Something, you're not going to be silenced anymore. You're not going to be silenced anymore with anything that you're doing, because you're like so in this fearless magnetic energy. You're like chasing your dreams. It's like you're a manifesting magnet. Like, everything in your soul's destiny is coming to you. So you're not standing behind any worries or doubts anymore. So you're like, if this is what I want to do, and it could be a career path, it could be a dream, whatever it is, like, you're not worried about judgment, your worries or opinions or criticism anymore. And so when you're not silenced anymore, that's what that means. That, because sometimes you could be worried about whether people might think, say, feel, react, do whatever they're going to, however they're going to respond to what it is you want to do, and you're worried about the criticism and judgment, and no more. So that's why you could be silenced no more, because you're going to face it, and you're going to do it because you know it's something maybe intuitively you've wanted to do for some time, something you need to say, and you're facing it fearlessly, and you're doing it fearlessly. So when you're being silenced no more, you're not worried about all the critics of others, and you're just going to do it because it feels in alignment with you, or you're going to say it because you need to get it off your chest. So that's what I mean with that. And then the fifth theme I want to talk about here today is soul recognition. So this is going to play out in a couple parts, right? Depending on where we're at. There are some people that may resonate with this on the twin flame aspect. Really quick, what is a twin flame? A twin flame is a soul that is having multiple incarnations at this time. So a soul recognition, because you are the same soul, if the two meet, it's two humans, but it is the exact same soul. So when they connect, the same soul is recognizing the same soul because it is the same soul. It's like I'm looking in a mirror at myself, not my human self, but my soul. And so I'm gonna talk about the twin flame part, and then I'm gonna talk about it for the rest of you, because there's a lot of people that aren't on the twin flame journey, and you may have already met this person. You may just be meeting them. And even if they're already in your life and you resonate with being on the twin flame journey, sometimes when the two eyes lock and connect, it's like, I get it. We're recognizing each other. And there may not even be a feeling, a word, and it may just be more a feeling. And you may not even know it, but what's happening is the soul is recognizing itself, the soul. There is this acknowledgement. And like I said, some of you, this will be conscious, and some of you, this will be unconscious, but it's okay, because if it's unconscious today, it will unfold and you will realize this later. But this is an important part when the soul either finally connects with that other part of its soul, same energy, right? I hope you guys follow what I'm saying here, right? It's just one soul having multiple incarnations. So that soul can be in multiple bodies. So it's like me, for example, I've always gone off and lived this life here, and then all of a sudden this person, same soul, right, has lived this life here. We've never met. And then when they meet, it's this feeling, this instant recognition, this instant like, oh, I know you, is what the human would respond. But on the deeper level, the soul is recognizing, oh my God, you are me, I am you. Okay, so hopefully that's not too far woo-woo, but keep with me for a second. So for some of you, you might just be going through that twin flame activation and going through soul recognition. A lot of you already know your twin, and what's happening, it's going on a deeper level. It's the more you guys connect, the more the soul recognizes the soul, and the bond is deepening, the bond is deepening, and the bond is deepening through the soul recognition. Maybe for some of you, you know you're on the twin flame journey and your partner does not, and then your partner's going to realize, oh my God, this is my soul, right? That could be going on as well. But there's some part of the soul identifying itself with another human. And when I say human, I mean one particular human that actually is the same vibration, because it is two bodies, one soul. Okay, so hopefully this is not too woo-woo. If you're still with me, let me talk about what this means for the rest of you, because I'm only talking about soul recognition. Okay, this doesn't have to do with love and all the other romanticism stuff that has to do on the twin flame journey. It's just the soul coming home to the soul, because it is one energy. It's just incarnating in two bodies with that. Now, if you're not on the twin flame journey, what does that mean for you for soul recognition? Okay, your soul is still in your physical body, right? When the physical body dies, you transcend to the other side and you go vibrate with your soul, because that's who you are at your core, your soul. Soul recognition. So, okay, let me back up here for a second. And I know I'm going completely left on this, but it felt important to talk about because this was something going on in the collective at this time. So we have two sides of us, right? We have the physical, we have the ego, the shadow, the reactive mind, all of the stuff. And then on this side, we have the metaphysical, we have the spiritual, the soul, the spirit, all this stuff over here. You need a physical vessel for your soul to be in, to be here on Earth, because Earth is a third density planet. But when you leave Earth, you can just go be your soul. We have two energies together, okay? So if you're just, I don't know about all this twin flame stuff, Astari, I don't know what you're talking about, two souls, one body, don't worry. This is what I mean for the rest of you. Soul recognition. Your soul is recognizing all the hard work that you're doing, the two sides of you. The soul is almost, just for the way to kind of explain what I'm saying, is kind of zooming out, and is the witness and the observer, and is observing everything that you are doing. in the physical body in your life, just observing it. And the soul is being like, wow, you have overcame a lot. I'm acknowledging you. I'm recognizing you. I'm approval, praise. There's all this encouragement. The soul is recognizing so much glory. Even through all the darkness, the soul is saying, wow, this is beautiful. This is powerful. The soul is recognizing your struggles. Like, you are actually recognizing yourself, what I mean by that, because you are your soul, even though you are this physical body. And I hope this is not too confusing for some of you guys. And if it is, and you guys are like, this piques my interest and it resonates, but I'm a little lost, let me know, because I can make a video talking about what is the soul, talking about the two different bodies. And I'm going to try to get some twin flame videos coming up here soon. But anyways, I digressed off the video. If that interests you, let me know in the comments. But going back to the people that are not on the twin flame journey, what does this mean? The soul is recognizing wherever you at, or wherever you are at on your journey. We're in an energetic period of huge quantum jumping with this Lionsgate portal and just all this beautiful energies that are happening in the fourth density and the ascension energies. And the soul, it's almost like this bypass. It's like a shortcut. The soul is seeing all of the hard work that you've been doing and all the time and energy and all your struggles and everything you've overcome. And the soul wants to celebrate all these little wins as one big win. And it's like the soul is going to recognize everything that you're doing. And here you are, but here's where you're going to be. The soul's going to help you quantum jump into where you want to go. The soul is recognizing all the hard work is finally paying off. Sometimes we get this assistance from our spirit guides, our ascended masters, our angels, our archangels, physical people on this earth. This is coming straight from your higher self. So when I mean your soul, we could also interchange it out. You could say your higher self, right? So your higher self, it's recognizing all the hard work and everything you're doing and is giving you a fast track to success. It's giving you the key to success. It's going to give you a shortcut so you can go from here to here, so you can quantum jump into that new reality. So this is a huge accelerated growth time of something that could take like a year, you could get done in a month. And I don't know, maybe 2, maybe 6, whatever it is. It'll be a little bit different for all of you guys. But your higher self or your soul, it's being like, wow, congratulations, you are doing amazing. Let me fast forward and speed you up a little bit. So that's what I mean by soul recognition. So, and this can even play out for people that are on the twin flame. Your higher self, it could say selves, but it's really higher self, right? Could recognize the work that the two humans are doing and accelerate them with accelerated growth, okay? This is just all the messages I'm getting, stuff that are coming in from the collective. Higher self is recognizing the human experience. How they explain it to me is soul recognition. As I tapped into that, I was feeling some twin flame energies as well. Two souls connecting and recognizing each other, feelings of home and safety and noticing it within the eyes and stuff like that. That could be going on as well on your journey. So take what resonates for the fifth theme, leave the rest. This is just collective energies I'm picking up on. So let's jump into the pick a card moon message now that we've completely gone off about the moon, but it's all in alignment with the moon. All the ascension energies, astrology energies, the portals, the energy gateways, they all come together and it's beautiful. This is why it's an energy update, because there's so much going on. So what I'm going to have you guys do is decide on a number between 1 and 3, and whatever number you decide on. So I have 3 decks out, and whatever number you decide on will be the deck that you're going to get. Okay. So, I don't normally do this, but I'll show you guys. So this is deck 1, my Moonology deck. Deck 2 is my Queen of the Moon deck. And then deck 3 is my Manifestation Moonology deck. I will have timestamps in the description of the video once you decide on what numbers for you or which card looked a little bit more prettier you're pulled to or intuitively like, that's my card. That's going to be your message. So decide on the number 1, 2, or 3, and we will get a card from each of the decks. And this will be your moon message. The new moon starts on August 16th, and so we're going to go from new moon to dark moon. So this is approximately, that's like almost a 4-week cycle. Okay, new moon to dark moon. But 2 weeks in, we have a full moon. So these messages will go for the next 2 to 4 weeks. 2 weeks meaning new moon to full moon. There's that 2 week, and then we start a new cycle. But because we're still in that brand new moon cycle, it can go up to 4 weeks. So this message may relate with you over the next coming days, the next couple weeks, okay? So just keep that in mind. These messages are for the next 2 to 4 weeks, okay? Not just on the 16th. Okay. All right. If you chose card number 1, this is your moon message for the new moon in Leo on August 16th. Here we go. Beautiful. We also have a new moon card, okay? And this is a new romantic cycle is beginning. One of the things, so I wrote down, I have a little whiteboard right there with all of the stuff that came up from my guides. And one of the things I actually forgot to say on the second theme was a time to release and go. I wrote over kind of in parentheses on the side, this has to do with matters of the heart. So interesting, I forget to say it, and then here comes the card saying a new romantic cycle begins. So I want to say this first before I go into what the card means. Romantic, this doesn't have to be a lover. This doesn't have to be romance, because you can fall in love with your job, right? And that feels very exciting and new, and it's a new love pattern, a new cycle, okay? But interesting enough, I've never talked, have I talked about twin flames on this channel? I don't think I've ever talked about twin flames on this channel. Nope, rewind. I do twin flame tarot. Yes, but in these videos, in the moon videos, I have not, okay? So interesting enough, as we talk about soul recognition, you could be meeting your twin flame, card 1. If you chose card 1, this is a new cycle. Or if you're in a period of separation, this means they could be coming back or you could be coming back. This is a new romantic cycle. And it doesn't even have to be separation. This can be an energy of like, we've been in a difficult spot. Oh, well, we're going to turn the page. We're going to start a new chapter. This is new energies coming forward. But something you romanticize, something that's dreamy to you, something that's pleasurable, something that's fun. This is that falling in love. What do you fall in love with? So it doesn't have to be love for everyone. But hey, matters of the heart was the thing we need to release and let go of. Let go of the expectation, let go of the outcome, let go of the fear, let go of the worry. For some of you, it's physically letting go of that person because maybe they just don't suit your energy right now. And is that a right now forever or just a right now today? I don't know. Each of your journeys are a little bit different. So some of you are letting go of toxic patterns. You're putting in boundaries. There's taking a break. Some of you might be walking away. But when that second theme of release and let go, it's matters of the heart. Doesn't have to be love, but something you have an emotional attachment, emotional investment to. So this could all be quantum entangled. Theme number 2, theme number 5, time to let go, soul recognition with a new romantic cycle. But again, when you release and let go, new energies get to be born. So it would make sense that as we release and let go the matters of the heart, what would be next? A rebirth energy, so a new cycle could come in, okay? Card 1, that's what we got for you. All right, if you chose card 2, you know, I've never done the 3 different decks. Maybe once. I think I like it. I think we might stick with that for a while. Okay. Deck number 2. There we go. You chose number 2, you get deck number 2. Choose the deck. Okay. Whoa, that was like 4 cards. Okay, you know what? We're going to try to get 1 card. Your guide's got a lot to say. They got a lot to say. I don't like to take more than 3, and we're just doing pick a card. That's in a normal reading. I think we just need 1, Spirit. Let's get 1 card for number 2. Nope. Okay, there it is. Thank you. All right, number 2, you have nourishment, and I want to highlight the 7 at the top. Numbers can show us patterns. They can show us signs. They can show us the way to go. And 7 is a very encouraging number. It's a lot of luck. It's a lot of material gain. It has to do with money. It actually has to do with love a little bit too. However, it is that keep going, you're almost there energy. And a lot of that comes from our spirit guides. So what are you doing to nourish yourself? Where are you getting your soul nourishment from? I think to be soul nourished, at least what's coming in right now, we need to look at all planes of existence. What are you doing physically to nourish yourself? And I don't mean eating. What do you need physically to keep yourself nourished? Maybe you like walking in nature, hiking in the woods, going in the mountains, walking around the lake. Like, it doesn't have to be nature, but being outside, like, go paddleboarding. I live on a lake, so I'm using some water metaphors, right? Go paddleboarding. Like, what are you doing to physically? Maybe it's a yoga class, a Tai Chi class. What are you doing physically, right? That's going to nourish your soul. And then what are you doing emotionally that's going to nourish your soul, right? Are you emotionally, what do you need emotionally to keep yourself balanced? Maybe it's journaling, maybe it's having good intimate friendships, maybe emotionally you just need to laugh, right? And I don't know, one of my friends is always going to a comedy show. Maybe that's something emotionally you need to like be able to have fun. Like, what do you need emotionally to nourish yourself? Okay, what do you need spiritually to nourish yourself? What works for you? Is it crystals? Is it tarot cards? Do you need to do some sage? Do you need to bring back a spiritual practice? Like, what do you need spiritually to nourish yourself? And then what do you need mentally to nourish yourself? Maybe you're a stay-at-home mom and you're around children all day and you need adult conversations. You need intellect. You need someone who's going to be able to nourish that mental side of you. Look at this from all aspects, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. What do you need to nourish yourself? What do you need to nourish your soul? Look at the abundance that's all around. Like, I'm connecting with the stars, the moon. I've got the water. I've got food. I've got, what else do we got? There's so much beautiful energies here. It's like I'm nourished all around because I'm taking care of all of the parts of myself. I'm going to say that again. I'm nourished all around because I'm taking care of all of the parts of myself, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Check those boxes. What do you need in each of those categories to have your soul nourishment? Okay. Card 2. That is your message. If you chose number 3, we're moving on to the third deck. Let's get your... Beautiful. Came right out. Let's grab that card. Be proud of yourself. Yes, because you did it. You overcame it. We were talking earlier about celebrating those small wins. If you're not doing it, remember the soul, your higher self, was going to do that. Why not start today? It's all the little things you accomplish and all those little goals that get you to the big boom kabang manifestation. Be proud of everything you've overcame, because trust me, your soul is seeing it right now with that soul recognition. It's like, wow, you did it, you made it. Like encouragement, celebration, and all of these beautiful energies. Love your, like, be proud of you and your differences, and you're perfect in your imperfections. Like, your uniqueness is what makes you so special and so beautiful. Be proud of yourself. Maybe build a mantra around that. I am proud of myself every day. I'm constantly proud of myself. I love myself and I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of everything I overcame. I am proud of myself because I can continue to overcome things. Like, whatever it works for you, but like, it's time to acknowledge yourself. Your soul is, your higher self is, soul recognition. They see all the stuff you're doing. Why can't you? Because you are your soul. So shift out of the ego's mindset, of that reactive mind, the shadow, shift in the soul and be like, wow, look at everything I've done. Look at everywhere I've been. Look at all the things I've overcame. Look at all the things I've let go of. Look at all the hardships and the challenges. Like, I'm freaking badass. Like, I'm a warrior. I'm a goddess. I'm a god. I'm that lioness. Like, tap into this beautiful, especially with the courage and bravery energy. Like, work with the lion energy at this time. It's so powerful with the Leo and the Lionsgate portal and all of this stuff. To be proud of yourself, to keep activating all of the activations in the solar plexus. Be proud of yourself. Be proud of yourself. I'm going to say it one more time. If you are not proud of yourself, be proud of yourself. Build an affirmation. Do it 21 days. Card 3. This is your card. And guys, this is a beautiful place to wrap up today's energy update. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you got anything out of this video, do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button. This way I know you got something that resonated. If you guys haven't here subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. There's a bell too. You want the bell and turn on all notifications. Why? Because I don't want you guys to miss out on any upcoming messages. That next message just might be the message that you need to hear today. All right, my loves. Thanks for watching. Till next time, be blessed.